Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doomsday Day 2. We had a wild Day 1 that saw Majin Buu crowned as the GW Climax winner, but we've got 6 matches, a huge 6-match card lined up. Bruce Lee versus Kratos starting. I am the Sentinel.
And I am Abizzle.
Abizzle, we have got a packed card here tonight that we did in the interest of time, as we had a huge GW Climax Best of 3 finals that took up a good chunk of time yesterday, but a wild first night that we've seen. Here comes Bruce Lee. This started during the GW Climax when Bruce Lee made his return to CIW, doing his usual shady tricks, taking advantage of Kratos, humiliating him with a count-out victory, and Bruce Lee moving on to the second round. Of course, he did not win in that second round. Shiva ultimately prevailed, but Bruce Lee was the catalyst for the fines that the Department of Promotional Efficiency went out, and Bruce Lee paid $150,000 into the Department of Promotional Efficiency, money that I know went to very good use.
In cash, no credit.
That was on him, though. You gave him the option. Here comes the man that he pissed off and humiliated, and I don't understand the reasoning by Bruce Lee, because why would you piss this man off?
I should be thrown up at a good one on this one.
Of all the people, now to be fair, Bruce Lee was holding his own in that matchup against Kratos to kick off the GW Climax on May the 1st, but it's still Kratos. He still was not going down very much, but Kratos was an odds-on favorite to win that tournament. He cost a lot of bettors a lot of money by losing in that, and that, I mean, Kratos, who's not really paying that much attention to gambling, he's more about the honor of it all, but at the same time, a huge uproar for the actions that Bruce committed.
Yeah, there were a lot of upset, a lot of money exchanged, and oh howdy if I so upset about it.
And I heard that you were outside of the door of Kratos, trying to ask him questions. What did you get anything out of him? Did he open the door? What's his mindset going into this?
He put his fist out, gave me a fist pump, and then closed the door.
Confidence. But that's the man. That's our guy. Kratos oozes confidence, but he has had to contend with a lot of guys who have had screwy means to beating him in Bruce Lee and Satan and the like. And Kratos is trying to get his way back to the CIW World's Championship, but it has been a bumpy road and has to go through Bruce Lee here tonight to kick off the 6-match card. We have 3 championship matches on this night. We have the XYZ Championship, which is coming up next. We have the Women's Championship a little bit later, and then the main event, World's CIW Heavyweight Championship, Symbiote Spiderman versus Sagat. But it all starts here. Who you got in this, AB? And who do you think? What are we getting for prizes for these two? I never thought I'd see these two former 2-time CIW champions in the opening matchup here on CIW programming. Here we go.
Oh, yeah,
God, what a colossal matchup to start.
Pretty interesting, the prizes. Oh, God.
And we have Smoke obviously back here with us. He's not really, he's just offering us as a sommelier. He's giving us some muffins, and these are muffins from, I guess, a local bakery. It's completely taken over Abizzle, as he is collapsed over the corner here. And now a backdrop from Kratos, as head senior referee Kevin James on the night. Going the entire night as AB collapsed on the floor. Here, hold it. Here, have a muffin. Have Boston crab. Not enough. Bruce Lee breaks out. Are you okay? Are you all right? As Bruce Lee leaving the ring, taking a necessary powder. As we are going to elevate the action here tonight. And, maybe we should have gotten Creed to license this, because we can take you higher.
Oh God.
So AB, would you like to once composure has been restored, tell us what the prizes are for this matchup? And a small hammerlock from Bruce, and this time Kratos taking a powder. Great Bruce up to the
Bruce
top.
Lee, if he wins, we get this little porcelain gold dragon statue.
And I'm told you're not. Oh, come on! There's no reason for Bruce to hit Kevin James in the back of the head. Bruce just being a dick about it. He's always been a dick to Kevin James.
Yeah,
well, at least in this most recent one.
History. Didn't even do nothing.
Did nothing. Kratos, we went for a standing sidekick, and Kratos does a hell of a standing sidekick, and just said no to Bruce, and now a dragon screw.
And then if Kratos wins, we get a porcelain gold little bull statue.
And I'm told that statue is actually, it turns into a lion, which is, half of one of his. You do a lot of things, but what he can't do is breathe. Right now, is Bruce Lee is choking the life out of him using that lower rope, and the referee's count of 5 cover from Bruce, and not even a 1 count from Kratos. As Bruce Lee, he was using the speed the last time, now going for another cover, 1, and now, oh God! As Kratos just tossed Bruce Lee halfway across the ring. And it was that speed that benefited Bruce Lee, did that multiple cycles through, as we saw it in that pin. But right now, the power game of Kratos dominating.
Oh man! While he dominates, y'all need to like, subscribe, and y'all need to comment below, because we need to keep it ref safe. Kevin James is our friend.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've trusted Kevin James to the officiating of CIW programming for many years now. We are very grateful for the partnership we've had with him. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This could be over already. And almost out of nowhere, Kratos hits the lion's head jackhammer. Could this be enough to put Bruce Lee away? No one kicks out of it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
Amazing.
And just like that, folks, Bruce Lee has been defeated soundly by Kratos.
Yeah.
That is a surprise to see such a dominant victory, but nothing I expect anything. It's not like I expect anything less from that man Kratos.
No lie.
What a performance from the Son of the South, but a former 2-time champion Bruce Lee in a position where he got walloped here tonight. Payback is a bitch. And there's one person who knows how to execute it, and it is that man, Kratos. But we have got a lot more of show. What a win for that man as we move on to our second matchup. It is the XYZ Championship match. Ken Masters challenging the Prince of Persia. And this match is going to be a hell of a matchup. Ken Masters won this. Wait, I'm getting word from the back. Come on here.
Oh, shoot.
Come on. I just said getting word from the back that there was a disturbance going on out at Gorilla, and of course here we are at the bar, and Bruce Lee is assaulting Kratos.
Y'all gotta try the French fries and the salad. It's really freaking good.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna feel so good with the carcass of one of these men out here, but you want to talk about dinner at a show, and now, oh God, slamming Kratos into the LED TV.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not sure what channel the bartender just turned it to, but in any event,
not our network.
Not our network, that. Oh God, right into the light fixture.
That's not our network.
Again into the light fixture.
That's also not our network.
God, and Bruce Lee just slamming Kratos' head into that electrical socket.
You really got to get the CIW sign up there, Jesus.
Yeah, well, I've asked about that, and oh God, what a kick! A game of death, and Bruce Lee getting a little post-match judgment of his own. A sore loser. That is the attitude that I really wish Bruce Lee had left behind in TAW. But now we have to contend with this. Ken Masters of the Forgotten Fighters against Prince of Persia. And now I hear that we've got security going. Bruce Lee is making an escape. Kratos is they've de-escalated the situation. But this began.
Also, by the way, he owes us a fine of $50,000 now for that.
Oh, well, you know what? You heard it from the Department of Promotional Efficiency. We said in 2014 we make a lot of money from fining people, and here we are. This man, Ken Masters, after betraying Simon Belmont and being broken psychologically and joining the Forgotten Fighters, who have a lot of momentum going into this night. As we saw Johnny Cage beat Simon Belmont after Brandon Ulrich got involved in his match, and we still have yet to see Nathan von Schrader, the German, the grandson of Graf von Schrader, who is also an original member of the Forgotten Fighters. But Ken Masters now won an Equinox 20-man Royal Rumble to get to this point. Can he beat the Prince of Persia, who I know you know all too well, for this belt? Who you got in this matchup?
Well, man, you gotta say who you gotta say who you gotta win. I gotta say it's gotta be boy Kenny Boy, because this man, he's walking with his championship belt, but he doesn't have
the sword. He doesn't have the sword anymore. We found out the king is the one that now has the sword, and you have been making a lot of money from that kitty cat.
That cat's been paying quadruple the amount.
That's right, and that's actually kind of not surprising given the franchise he's from. But in any event, but the Prince of Persia, not to knock the Prince of Persia at all, he has been a great defending champion. He had a hell of a series with Sephiroth that he came out on top of. He has been a hell of a champion ever since he won that belt, proving that it was not just a fluke and Corleone's manipulation that got him to this point. Ken Masters looking to write a narrative similar himself after losing basically a shit ton of matches prior to that Equinox Rumble and winning at the WrestleBration against Simon Belmont when Johnny Cage joined the Forgotten Fighters. That 5-man group, and here we go. Exceed's title on the line. Prince of Persia versus Ken Masters, the Sands of Time versus the Hadouken. Who you got, AB, and what are the prizes?
Alrighty, so I'm going to shoot for Kenny Boy to win it, but see what happens. If Ken wins, we get red jumpsuits, man. Red ninja jumpsuits for training and kicking people.
Red karate gi. It's okay. Now, it concerns me that it's always like the apparel of the people we're watching. Are they just giving you their laundry and being like, here's the prize?
I hope not, because we just got gold statue, which is also porcelain.
Which is also a porcelain gold bull. Yes, which is already scurried away from my announcement table, which concerns me a little. But we'll catch up to that later. We'll keep you posted, folks. But right now, back and forth here from Ken and the Prince of Persia.
And Persia said if we win, apparently we get a pirate.
Wait a second. Rana pin. 1, 2, and only 2. Masters kicks out right there. Almost had it.
My question is, how are you going to fit a pirate ship into this arena? So we're saying.
Well, maybe it's a pirate ship in a bottle, and he didn't quantify the size of the pirate ship.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. I'm cool with that. I'm all for like the Lost Sea Arts. Give me a horn that's written with scrimshaw. I'm all about that.
I feel it.
But in any case, Ken Masters right now, and so far it has been tit for tat. Both of these guys great athletes, without a doubt.
They're putting all their in.
Oh, top rope by Persia. Persia going for a frog splash, and Ken rolled out of the way.
That's a miss.
And that was a miss, and went for a fist and kind of hit him on the head. A couple of miscommunications back and forth. Both of these guys jockeying for position here. Referee Kevin James. Oh, come on, wait a second. And just as we sadly had predicted, here comes Nathan Von Schrader. But he came into the ring, and they're both out of the ring, and now he doesn't know what to do.
We're drinking driving.
Prince Nathan Von Schrader, who is known to drink at least 20 Das Boots before he gets to the ring, I think that he drunkenly passed by the action and just totally did not see what happened.
I don't think he knows where he is right now.
No, I think that may not be the help that Ken Masters has anticipated. But a back suplex from Prince of Persia as he has maintained the advantage. Cover from Persia, and not even a 1 count from Ken.
Wow. Well, these guys aren't going to be happy probably when we tell them about the newest find that's coming out for the champions.
Oh, and what's the champions? I'm afraid to find out what the champions find is.
Oh, yeah, so it's $5,000 up the entrance with your belt on, so
just to have the belt on, we're actually charging it. It's like Mr. Krabs when we were paying for standing and lollygagging.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to be champion, you got to pay to be the champion. But to be fair, the champion's purse is sizable. Oh, no, low blow from Ken. Oh, it pains me to see that, man, after so much. I'm really just disgusted how much Ken has shown his true colors in the last 6 months.
I love it.
Oh, wait a second, and now, Sands of Time from the champ to retain the belt. Could be it. 1, 2, 3, only 2. Ken Masters kicked out of the Sands of Time.
That was close.
That was very close, as I thought the champion would have it right there. But the numbers game, Nathan Von Schrader is not left ringside here. And what kind of factor is he going to be heading into the second later parts of this matchup? And now testicular torture.
Oh, man.
And now, look who's looking out in the bottom corner. Nathan Von Schrader watching. He's so damn drunk. He's like, what are you doing again? Come on, what? You hitting his balls?
Come on our side, man. Come on to the
Yeah, good. Nathan, come sit down. Come sit down. You need a break. Oh, what a clothesline bulldog combo.
Oh my God!
As Nathan Von Schrader just popping up in the corner to observe is actually quite something. Yeah, come over here, man. It's small package 1, 2, and only 2. Ken kicks out again, and Von Schrader just circling. I don't know how he doesn't have the spins right now.
He said he needs another beer.
And now, oh, wait a second. And oh, God. Oh, springboard. And oh, no. Von Schrader was in the way.
Jesus.
Von Schrader just got hit more, I think, than Persia did. But, folks, Corleone's rules are that if you are outside the ring and there is outside guests, it is fair game for attacks. You just can't use weapons. So, you know, Nathan, Prince of Persia's in a real bad way here. And now the knees, heavy knees from Nathan Von Schrader, but Prince of Persia getting his way. Referees count up to 6 and back into the ring.
Wow.
But remember, AB, that a countout will not win this match for Ken. He will not win the title on a countout or disqualification. It is only pinfall or submission, back suplex. But was the damage done, AB? Nathan Von Schrader, as drunk as he is, still packs a hell of a punch. Oh, wait a second. Top rope. Oh, and went for a frog splash again and might have hurt his ribs.
Oh, that looks painful.
Yeah, definitely. That, you know, just hitting nothing but canvas, and that's just boards, ladies and gentlemen. And Ken Masters with just a couple of vicious kicks.
Eating those knees.
And a big boot. A big boot. But still, I mean, Von Schrader shouldn't even be out here. I mean, it's just sad that the Forgotten Fighters even need to use help to begin with, as they're trying to make a sweep on this weekend. As, of course, the main event, the leader of the Forgotten Fighters, Sagat, challenges Symbiote Spider-Man for the world's title. Later on here tonight. Oh, and now Persia kicks Ken Masters out of the ring, and Masters is not looking too good, AB. Oh, Persia up top again. Wait a second, and now went for a moonsault, and Persia is not hitting well on those high-risk maneuvers.
Nathan, what are you doing here, man?
Well, and Nathan just distracted Persia just long enough for Ken to get a small advantage. Oh, what is Persia doing? And Persia's had enough of Von Schrader and choke slam.
Jeez. Wow.
As and a big boot. But in all of the fussing around with Von Schrader, Persia got himself out of position, and now a boot carousel. We have seen this before more than once from the Forgotten Fighters, reminiscent of Sagat, and now an airplane spin.
Oh, we spin it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not doing that to Von Schrader. I get the feeling that would not end well for our custodial crew. They'd have to bring the hay and the mop out. And now Ken, what is Ken doing? The advantage has come clearly back to the Forgotten Fighters. And a fallaway slam to the outside for Persia.
Oh, he chucked him like some potatoes.
Yeah, he's sure. Like a sack of shit. It sure was. And now a springboard and almost got him. Caught a knee of Persia.
Oh, no.
But Ken Masters on the outside. Where is Von Schrader? You know he's going to pop up. I'm not sure Von Schrader knows where Von Schrader is.
Yeah, where is he? I just lost track of him.
I'm not sure. Well, there he is. He popped up into the corner. But Persia's got to be careful. And went to the top one too many times. And now going, and wait a second. Another Sands of Time might have just secured the win there. Persia the cover and too close to the ropes. Ken Masters had 1 foot under the ropes to save himself the championship match right there.
Lord.
But wait a second. And Ken might be responding in kind here. We haven't seen it yet on the night. But the big Hadouken, the Hadouken. And that is, and now the cover here. Do we have a new champ? 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
The Forgotten Fighters have added another title or a title to their ranks. I can't believe it, man. From zero to hero, Ken Masters, all he had to do was finally just psychologically admit defeat to Sagat, and this man sold his morals, but he has earned it in XYZ Championship title victory here tonight against Prince of Persia. Your thoughts, AB?
Oh, man, this is awesome. Ken, make sure you drop 5,000 in our lockers and please. Good, congratulations.
Well, and as Ken, he is definitely celebrating a victory. This man has climbed a ladder that nobody expected he could in a record amount of time. What does it mean for the Forgotten Fighters on the night? But here comes a personal feud.
Oh, shoot.
Ganondorf and the Penguin began in January, back when the Greasy Green Gigolos were fighting DC for the Tag Team Championships at the WrestleBration. These two fought on January 4th, which is remembered for me for another reason, but we'll get into that another time. Then these two fought during the GW Climax, and it was personal then, and they kept going at it, and over the spring they had another feud, and these two have been finally gotten to the point. These two big men have to decide it here, as Ganondorf is pretty disgusted at Penguin, not only just because of what DC is and everything that they've done, but the Greasy Green Gigolos did retain the tag titles last night against DC after Batman left when the Riddler got a little too gross. Yeah. Doing his NDA, and Batman said, "Oh, hell no," and just dipped and just abandoned the Riddler. But the Penguin here is not going to let that slimy stuff slide, because he still wants and still has a personal vendetta. When these two fought in the GW Climax, Dante ended up pinning the Penguin because it was a triple threat match, but these two were at each other's throats the entire time, so now they end it here tonight in a no disqualification match. Falls count anywhere. Who you got, and what are we winning?
Well, it's a classic battle of ugly versus nasty.
And at least Ganondorf is a little jollier. Oh, God damn! Penguin, stop! Just stop. Yeah. It's just, I can't.
Another HR.
Yeah, well, and you know what? He doesn't care. He's done it for 10 years at this point. And here we go. And immediately going right after each other. Referee Kevin James, be careful.
Ganondorf's a big man.
Yeah, well, and Penguin, one of the heaviest wrestlers on the roster. What he doesn't have in size, he certainly has in girth. And that devastating Penguin plunge. Meanwhile, we have the Bojack splash from Ganondorf. As these two, it's going to be anything goes. Chairs, no disqualifications, no countouts. I'm afraid to ask what the prizes are going to be between these two brawlers.
Yeah, Ganondorf's reward is pretty cool. This dope mythical
Ganondorf or Gandalf? I heard Gandalf for a second. We do not have Gandalf the Wizard on there. That could have also just been, our microphone intern that's been, we're hiring some new people here in CIW, so bear with us here. Continue, AB. Chinlock.
Great Green Jolly Ugly's got a sword for us if he wins, and the nasty Penguin's got a nasty jockstrap.
That sounds about right. Does it smell like sewer and fish?
I didn't smell it. I didn't go near it.
How could you not smell it?
I'm giving it to the intern. He wins.
Yeah, well, but folks, that's partially why there's been a lot of turnover with the internships lately, and I don't want to get into the details. But if we are hiring for intern positions, you must be willing to do basically anything. And and now the weapons are out, and a chair shot. As nice. Gandalf. Now I said Gandalf. God damn it. As they are having a spell on us here. I mean, these two. Well, Ganondorf, he's got a level of mysticism on him. 1/3 of the Triforce lives within him. The other two in Link and Zelda herself. Yeah. So sometimes things get a little confusing here. But these two have been bashing each other with weapons here from the start. And oh God, it's a weapons party, AB. And barbed wire bat and the Penguin. He's just bringing everything in.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude, another great news is thing that happened starting this match is $1,000 fine for every weapon used in a match for both wrestlers.
Well, that's, yeah, see, now that one, I mean, you had that before. We've had that one before. We had that during the tournament.
Oh, shoot. Well, it's 2,000 now.
So now, well, what it is just a weapons factory here. We are bringing everything into the ring. We got a barbed wire bat, we got a sledgehammer, we got a chair in the ring, we got a sledgehammer and a chair out of the ring.
Yeah, and to call back to Mr. Krabs, when they were chucking tomatoes at Squidward, he started putting price tags on.
Oh man.
Well, I think it's going to be 3,000 every weapon used every match from each wrestler.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that by the end of this match it'll be 5,000 a shot. So we'll just keep our bookkeeper's calculator a tippity tapping. And God, look at how much is in the ring right now. Every weapon known to man is in the ring right now. It's it's on, AB. It is on between these two. Penguin has drawn the battle lines.
I get it.
Look at all these 3 chairs, 2 sledgehammers, 1 barbed wire bat, 2 beefy boys. This is CIW.
Here, my math boys, you guys got to start budgeting up how much they cost us after the end of this.
And now, a powerbomb pin could end it here. 1, 2, and only 2.
Wow.
As Penguin gets up, what a major power move from Ganondorf.
Yeah.
As could you imagine all those weapons get thrown into the ring and then a powerbomb pin ends it? Yeah, that would have been unfortunate for our budgetary concerns, but a big headbutt from the Penguin, and now chair shot.
Good.
Chair shots to Ganondorf, and a DDT into the bald head.
Wow, into the chair.
And that hurts, ladies and gentlemen. Those chair shots are not made of cotton.
No, they're not.
And trust me, steel wins 99% of the time. And now Penguin just getting under chairs, and now Ganondorf trying to get back into this. And Ganondorf now, and this is just a weapons fight. It's just a weapons fight. And another DDT into the chair.
Good Lord, it's beautiful. Well, go on, get another weapon, Penguin. You know you can afford it.
Well, he's definitely trying to get after it, that's for sure. As the Penguin, we've got 3 more matches heading on to this. The Women's Championship match is up next. Padme versus Black Cat.
Yep.
Joker versus Aquaman is coming up, and then the World's Championship following that. And now the Penguin is just going to grate the face of Ganondorf. And now just that big beak of Ganondorf being knocked back. But both of these guys have very Caesarean noses.
Yes, they do.
Yes, yes, they are definitely crafting the nasal capacities of our limitations here in the graphic world. And now testicular torture to the baby fishies of the Penguin. That's right.
Oh. Get that chair. Use it.
That's right. Well, Ganondorf, he's waiting for Penguin to get up. And a chair shut down, but Ganondorf has taken a lot of punishment, AB, and he's needing a little bit of a breather. And now they both go down.
Oh, yeah.
They're giving it everything they've got here tonight. I told you this was personal, AB.
They're going.
When 2 big guys have a big beef, this is what happens. Whoa, what a chop.
Oh.
From the Penguin. And now just swinging for the fences again.
Beautiful.
Penguin plunge. Penguin plunge. That could do it. If Penguin goes for the cover here, but he's tired too. He's taking a hell of a lot of punishment. But there's more weapons to use. This ain't over, AB. This is a war of attrition. Oh, God.
Oh. Beat him down.
Now the swinging back and forth. These two, it comes to an end, and folks fall. Oh, what a big boot. And I think Ganondorf might have been busted open right on that shot, AB.
Oh, beat him with the butt. Beautiful.
Now, wait a second. And Ganondorf, Ganondorf getting a little ahead of steam. Getting ahead of steam. Could be looking for that big Bojack splash. He's mounting up ahead of it. And could do it. And look at the height that he gets on that splash cover. 1, 2, and only 2. Barely got the kick out, did the Penguin.
Use the weapon. Do it.
Boy, that was close. And oh, God, he sure did.
Beautiful.
Nearly took the Penguin's head off, AB.
Wow.
And now just a half Boston Crab and that knee right onto the back of the neck.
Wow.
It's the vicious impact of these two individuals
Very nice.
as they get closer and closer. Well, AB, this is why this was called a no disqualification match. And I'm just choking out the Penguin. That could do it, AB. The Penguin, I mean, just being choked out entirely. Ganondorf is exhausted. He's busted open. He just hit him with 4 different weapons. The brutality of these two. And now the cover here could be over. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
A war of attrition. I said it before, AB. These two big boys just beat the hell out of each other. But Ganondorf of the Gigolos, your winner. Your thoughts?
Oh, man, all I know is I can't wait to slice into some crazy tempers with these new swords. Woo.
Yeah, these are cool. I like how they've got like his little face, and you know they remind me of when you have to fight the Phantom guy. And but in any case, we'll just I'll give this to the oh, sorry, I should have done it held first.
Why'd you chuck it?
So if you need it, folks, we're still accepting those applications. But Ganondorf, your winner in a bloody no disqualification match. What a fight! And now it's time for the Women's Championship.
Ladies in the chat.
Yeah, it's got a ladies in the chat. It is Black Cat versus Padme Amidala. Now, Padme has been on a roll ever since winning the title from Wonder Woman, won the matchup afterwards against, the title defense, the rematch at the WrestleBration. She's ready for this. Black Cat got this opportunity by screwing over, using John Wick to help her beat Wonder Woman at Covenant for the #1 contenders matchup for this situation. It says she's coming out, and the Tron says she's coming out here with Neo. I don't see him out here yet, but a member of the Keanu connection that Black Cat. Hey, wait a minute! I don't think Black Cat sees. Is that Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman just power slammed Neo.
Oh man!
And Wonder Woman coming out here and evening the odds. Wonder Woman must be pissed off like hell that she was costed. The Keanu connection cost her another championship matchup, and now is taking. Where's she going with Neo?
Wow. Well, say goodbye to Neo, y'all.
I think Wonder Woman just handled Neo, and we saw Neo get assaulted by Magus in the pre-show last week again. So this has not been a good month for the Keanu connection, namely Neo.
Wow. Padme just Venmoed me the month. Here's $2,500 for you.
Well, that's for the championship belt entrance, not for Wonder Woman taking care of business. I'm not sure I'm not sure Padme knew that was happening at all.
Yeah, unrelated. Wow.
I would imagine, but what an opportunity this is for Padme to now have to face Black Cat unsolicited from interference like we saw in the first championship match of the night. And folks, this is what it's all about, that CIW Women's Championship held by Padme. This is Black Cat's 3rd opportunity at it. And the 3rd time she's faced a variation of Natalie Portman. The first 2 were just Natalie Portman, this time Padme.
Oh.
And now collar elbow tie up here, counter, and a belly-to-belly from Padme. Who you got, AP, and what are our prizes?
All right, I'm going to have to go for Black Cat because that's what the NDA say I have to do.
And a knee to the gut from Black Cat to Kevin James. That's not necessary.
Ooh, get a pair of these nail gloves that make your nails like they extend. It's pretty cool. You can really slice somebody up.
Well, that's it. Oh, God, now with the slaps. You imagine how much that would hurt when you've had those extendo nails?
Oh, yeah, big time. 100% Catty got claws.
Oh, that's what she's known for. Now what a backbreaker from Padme.
And if Padme wins, we get these commemorative actual blasters that can fire laser bolts.
I'm not going to be upset about that. That seems like a quality present, actually. And now, what a DDT, this time from Black Cat.
Yeah.
Who is...
their locker rooms are full of good stuff. I mean, the prizes were
cover
really
from Black Cat 1, 2, and only 2. Padme kicks out.
Oh, yeah.
As Black Cat is definitely not going to miss out on this opportunity, but definitely thought she had a home card in Neo, and it turned out not to be the case, as John Wick still fuming about his double count out with Strong Bad, and that feud bound to continue over the summer. This has not been the greatest weekend or couple of weeks for the Keanu connection, AB. But that could all change here if Black Cat is able to dethrone Padme.
This is true.
Now, I heard you got to spend a lot of time in the women's locker room that you can't talk about. But what you can talk about is what each of these ladies said about this matchup heading into it. Maybe.
I don't want to talk about matches, but the talk that there was about matches was quite confident.
From which lady?
Yes.
Folks, as you can see, things are airtight here as on and off. And went for a counter there. Did Black Cat from being thrown into the ropes and then finally got it with a basement drop kick. As Black Cat trying to outspeed.
Our NDA, CIW has assigned the voice wordings Abizzle with this war sign.
And that's only from the microchip that was in the suites that we had a couple of weeks ago. That has allowed him to do that. It's actually quite impressive how quickly that technology adapted.
I don't appreciate it.
It's well, hey, it works. It works,
yeah.
You know. It keeps you from saying stuff you shouldn't. Keeps your mouth out of trouble. But that's just a small piece of what the Department of Promotional Efficiency has been doing with all of the wonderful donations that have been incurred as a result of certain inactions that they've decided to do. And now a sleeper hold from Padme.
Oh, choking her out.
Absolutely, and yeah, we've got ourselves a couple big vacations that we're going on in the middle of the summer. That'll be fun. You know, it's just you know, you, me, and Corleone. We haven't gotten a chance to do that in a hot minute, man.
Jet skis and motorbikes. Let's go.
Yeah, jet skis, motorbikes. We're hiking the Alps. Oh no, and now a roll up from Padme. 1, 2, and only 2. As
that roll up reminded me about. Never mind.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, we've talked about roll up, but we haven't seen the inside cradle. If you want to talk about, you know what? But in any case. With more respect due to these women, Padme has been a hell of a fighter in CIW. She's had some very high-impact moves, but Black Cat right now has been really keeping it tit for tat with her. But once Padme gets a little bit of that Anna Kindred spirit, then she starts lighting it up and shows a little bit more of her dark side. No, just chopping the hell out of, not backside, dark side, difference. And, no, just chopping it. And you were talking about the cat's claws that we were getting. Those nails might actually scratch the very back of this outfit that Padme's wearing. And speaking of cat's claw, it's actually Padme is more than familiar with cats. And that cat's claw, and now it's just the emphasis right down her throat. Is that going to be enough? Will Black Cat win the women's title right here? Cover 1, 2. Only 2. Padme somehow kicks out.
Jesus.
Oh, and Black Cat is not happy. Black Cat is not happy with that at all, but maybe shouldn't spend the time arguing with Kevin James.
Yeah, no. Nope. Just think about that.
Well, and Kevin James, who is also coming with us, by the way, on all of our vacations.
Yep.
Because he deserves it.
You're the cameraman.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. We're going to take all of the crew, really. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a lot of fun overseas and do our things. And now went for, I'm not sure what that was. I'm not sure she actually went for anything. Top rope from Black Cat. Here went for a frog splash and missed it. As CIW is really proving tonight why high-risk maneuvers are not in the majority of people's repertoire.
Yeah.
Spike pile driver. This time a pullover pile driver from Padme. As Padme slowly starting to get back control. Who will win this women's championship matchup? Padme, who's been a wonderful champion. The challenger Black Cat trying to bring the title home to the Keanu connection.
Oh, yeah.
Where both John Wick and, well, I would say Neo's anxiously awaiting, but Wonder Woman dragged Neo off. Folks, if you're just joining us, Neo was supposed to come to Black Cat's corner in this matchup, but got assaulted by Wonder Woman as Black Cat was making her entrance, and we now do not know where Wonder Woman took Neo, but I guess we're moved from the equation as Padme once again gets a sleeper hold here, trying to knock out or at least slow down the master of the cat's claw. That's right, and it obviously has that big Amidala slam. The slam that won her the championship.
Good night.
Yes, as that's what you'd like to do she'd like to say there's still good in you and then pass out and die of sadness. But Padme, she knows how to do it. She knows she's more familiar than anyone with it. Oh, and a rake to the eye from Black Cat, stopping at nothing to win this championship. This is time number 3, AB, that she has had a shot at this championship. She does not want this opportunity to pass her by again. Well, and she's also got to be upset about what happened with Wonder Woman. I'm sure that there's more there to be discussed, considering Wonder Woman clearly upset about the way that matchup at Covenant ended. Otherwise, Neo would not have been on that side of the equation. And of all the people to attack Neo and viably do it, Wonder Woman is about the only person I think could honestly match Neo.
Oh, true.
And now, wait a second, an Anakin device could do it here, as this, we have seen this used to great effect from Padme before. As she works on those legs, trying to get that Amidala slam, but she is hurting. You can see she's holding her ribs, AB. Oh, God, what a flipper punch.
Wow, big punch. Big spin punch.
That was, and a spin kick from Black Cat. And what a clothesline. As Padme is starting to really mount some serious offense against Black Cat, who has certainly held her own here in this matchup for the women's title on Doomsday Day 2. Oh, wait a second. Amidala slam! Amidala slam! And that has got to do it. The cover, 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Our champion retains.
Wow.
And you gotta hand it to Black Cat, AB. She put a hell of an effort in. Padme kicked out of the cat's claw. Even when the odds were even, she put up a hell of a fight. But Padme not to be denied on this day. The championship reign of Padme Amidala continues. Your thoughts, AB?
I love it. Here's another $5,000 for you, sir. You can keep my half.
Well, absolutely. Well, that's going into the fund. I mean, we're gonna have to pay for gas on these trips, you know, and as well as other things. So now that we're gonna have our rainy day fund, the Yinter's not getting the cash, but Padme is your winner for the CIW Women's Championship. She retains. What will this mean going forward? And here we go.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
This matchup is so personal. This matchup began after the Joker left CIW with the CIW Championship, and Aquaman became the de facto leader of the DC contingent that kept the tag titles for a whole calendar year. As a result of their comings and goings, he nearly won the Exceeds Championship. You know, he did win the Exceeds Championship, did Aquaman. And then he was given, and as a result of the edict that we set down at the beginning of the year regarding the WrestleBration, as it was the title for title matchup between Symbiote Spider-Man, who was good friends with Aquaman, and the Joker, as Aquaman sabotaged the Joker, who tried to come back and waltz in with everything that he had before, and he got stopped by a man who was loyal to CIW and then got fired for it, but then subsequently rehired and given an Exceeds title shot that then the Joker sabotaged back, and here we are. This major matchup, the DC has imploded. I know this is satisfying for you, AB. Who you got between these two individuals?
I got both of them getting concussed and beat up, and I enjoy it both. Hopefully
that sounds about right. And no, wait a second. Wait a damn second here. What is Penguin doing out here? The Penguin just got done getting his ass kicked by Ganondorf. And now he's out here in the corner of the Joker. Not surprising. Penguin was the slimiest one. He was the first to join DC. And now Aquaman. Now I really am concerned for Aquaman's well-being here. And this is a regular singles match, but this concerns me, AB. This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
As these two, and Aquaman had to leave the ring. You see these two horrible hatted men.
Ooh.
As DC, as Joker has caused so many problems in CIW. But wait a minute. Well, I know that ain't you. It's Batman.
Oh, you know what? No count out.
What is Batman? What do you mean no count outs?
No countouts. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, but whose side is Batman on?
I don't give a damn. I hope he beats them all up.
Well, we saw Batman absolutely leave the Riddler after the Riddler did a very disgusting matter to Reptile, and Batman was so disgusted he just said, "Fuck this, I'm out," and leave the ring. But if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Batman is in the corner of Aquaman.
Okay.
And it looks like the Justice Leaguers, Batman has taken a side here in this conflict. I mean, Batman was here during the entire time the Joker was gone, wrapping it up and holding his own. As this matchup now, as according to AB and the Department of Promotional Efficiency, this match is now count-outless, which means it is going to be mayhem between these 4 DC cohorts.
I hope they all get concussions.
Well, and I hear that there are no prizes for this matchup because you're just looking for bloodthirst. Is that what, you know, you're just like, no, we just need to see, you know, this is the prize, is what I was told.
Looking through the notes.
Corleone also mentioned this to me before the show, that I was going to be disappointed because there were going to be no prizes. And folks, this is already deteriorated. And now Aquaman on the barricade.
No prizes.
As
just bloodshed.
That's right. Well, as these 4 DC guys are going to absolutely beat the hell out of each other. Now Batman going after the Joker. So it is the Justice Leaguers against the DC villains, or what's left of Duncaring, which makes me think that the Riddler is still involved in this equation, but it is right now just chaos, AB.
They're beating each other up. Yo, you need to pick up your Japanese cake and tea set before they bust out through one of these tables.
Well, that is a very distinct possibility, AB, because now that you've made sure that the referee, Kevin James, made sure to alert all 4 of these guys of your new edict, so they know that there's no countouts, which means that they're just going to go outside and just brawl nonstop. And you know what? They deserve it. I hate to agree with you, AB, because I'm so appreciative of what Aquaman did for us. Covered by Joker, 1, 2, and only 2. Aquaman kicks out right there.
I was kidnapped. That cannot be forgiven.
Well,
blood is shed.
Well, and you know Joker wants this win. He wants to humiliate Aquaman in this win, and he's probably, and look at that, just choking the life out of him. You could tell he is so bitter about the reasons that Aquaman was like, no, I was more of a leader than you were, which is very true. I mean, I didn't like DC, you didn't like DC, none of us like DC, and that's why. Yeah. Kevin James getting hung up on the ropes by the Joker, who just abandoned CIW.
Who are these men?
So at least the guys that were, at least Aquaman and Batman were here. At least they represented CIW when it mattered the most. And for what it's worth, Aquaman did help CIW out and made sure the Joker didn't have the world title anymore at the WrestleBration this year. So we have, you know, we have a lot to thank Aquaman for, even though, you know, the debacle that happened right after the WrestleBration, it is what it is. Water under the bridge. At least that's what he told me. I know it's a little different between you and him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have not been going under the sea for the underwater aqua parties.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, they're very. It's very wet. It's very wet.
Yeah, I've been pouring chemicals on the top of the sea ocean area.
In a lot of ways. No, don't do that. I'm going to those parties. No, don't do that. Please do not do that. As Aquaman is slamming the Penguin's head into the barricade, as this match is completely combusted. As this is what you wanted, though. You just wanted them to beat the holy hell out of each other. This is still Joker versus Aquaman, but it has turned into much, much more than that here tonight.
Yeah, man, I was like Obama pouring chemicals into that water. Wow. Okay.
No, please, no, sir. No, I would not have done that. And now here comes Joker just choking the life out of Batman, making Batman pay for picking a side. How dare he choose the side of justice? It's not like it's Batman or anything.
Oh, beautifully done, guys. Good stuff. Now bust through this table.
But you know what? I will have to say, I'm happy to be able to root for Batman again. It kind of sucked when he was just part of this group that was just terrorizing CIW over and over and over again.
Yeah.
When Batman was actually a pretty consistent part of the reason why, you know, DC held those tag belts for so long.
Yeah.
You know, until he saw the Riddler do what he did, and then he said, fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, one can about to go so far.
Makes you wonder how Batman and the Penguin were able to cooperate with each other.
Yes, his nose plugs in his nose, and I think that's how.
Yeah, and also we haven't actively seen the Penguin actively humping anyone. He spreads his legs for us to see it, but, you know, Riddler kind of crosses a line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like a behind the lines.
Yeah, and oh God, what a punch to the head. And now everybody running back in.
Nice job, Batman.
And the second that they go right back to the outside, and now just jabs from Batman to Penguin. And now a lily pad crab, clover leaf. And now, oh God, and a standing moonsault. Batman and the Penguin going at it. Aquaman and the Joker. This is what DC has come to as a result of the Joker coming back. DC, I don't think, I honestly think that if the Joker had never come back to CIW, that DC would probably still be tag team champions right now. He's caused a lot of discourse since making his return here on CIW soil.
Right.
And
this man.
Yeah, absolutely. And now again going after that vicious cloverleaf that we have seen. We've seen Aquaman use it to good effect. As now, could this be it? Could you imagine if the Joker tapped out here tonight?
To a clover, he might be a pretty PO.
No, he certainly would. Of course, the ace in the hole that the Joker has. Aquaman's got that 450 splash as well as the whirlpool that we've seen many times. And now, oh God, that backbreaker. But there's been a lot of brawling in this matchup, baby. And Aquaman is starting to feel the effects of it. But it's going to be pretty cathartic for you, who really has no joy or love lost for any of these individuals.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a concussion to kick in, then I'll kick myself into the match and kick them in the face.
Aquaman just headbutted the Joker.
Beautiful.
So it definitely is on his way. As these two just back and forth. And somehow order was restored, but the Joker now just choking Aquaman. And now they go with a punch to the dick. Yeah, then Joker is more than known to send a message. Joker who assaulted Aquaman in the parking lot and then dragged him out into the bar and then dragged him out into the ring to have the match with Prince of Persia as the apology match for the Exceeds title, and then immediately got him disqualified. And they're just biting at the head of Aquaman. Come on, man.
Oh, Lord.
Savage tactics by the Joker here tonight.
Hey.
As this is, I regret to say he is a former CIW champion, won the King of the Spring in 2023, cashed in on Kratos in Oblivion that year. And now, oh God, and now just look at that, the shot they sleeper hold. As
going to the night.
And now again, these two, and somehow the Penguin and Batman have confined themselves to their respective corners. You see now Joker going up to the top. What has Joker got in mind here? Went for maybe a clothesline and maybe misjudged the distance here, but he is certainly feeling the effects of this and went for it again and again. Didn't quite get to him. But yeah, I think he's just trying to confuse Aquaman. It's just typical Joker tactics here, AB.
I saw the thumbs up. He was giving thumbs up to the ref. I saw it.
Yeah, well, he's trying. He's trying, but as if Kevin James is going to want to do what the Joker tells him to. Kevin James. You can't sell the soul of Kevin James. You just can't do it. Now, God, this is just degenerated to just brawling back and forth. And oh, what a heel kick!
Heel kick.
A brutal heel kick as these two have completely beaten the holy hell out of each other. As Joker now getting Aquaman into the corner. And now right in front of Batman, Joker starting to feel the effects of the long-term fatigue of this matchup. Which one of these two will secure a victory against the other here at Doomsday, as DC has imploded here tonight?
Oh, yeah. Punches and kicks. Who's it gonna lick?
That's right, nice dragon screw there. Did we even... right, no prizes. I was about to say, did we have prizes? But no, I forgot. No. It's just the bloodlust. And now spinning toe hold from Aquaman, who has really been targeting a lot of the limbs and the body parts of the Joker to stop that ace in the hole. And now, well, wait a second. Wait a second. Is he using the figure 4 that the Joker uses? Now that is arrogant. Now that is you want to talk about sending a message. The figure 4 of the Joker being used against him. And boy, and you know, we've talked about the confidence of Aquaman, but how much more does Aquaman have left? The balls that it took to steal the finish of the Joker, AB.
Wow, literally. I thought he was going to get a cup from it.
Yeah, I thought he was too, but the Joker back up and just vaulting Aquaman and not into a good part of the ring. And folks, again, Corleone's rules, if you're outside the ring, and because AB has added no countouts, anytime you're outside the ring, it is just non-stop brawler magala. Now a rake to the eyes. As any tactic, we are going to see any and every tactic that the Joker possibly can pull out here to get this victory, without a doubt, AB, as they lurk closer and closer to our table here.
Come on, bust through it. Give me some bonus.
I'm kind of happy that the bull ran away from this table so I don't have to see it rocketing into the audience. Oh, wait a second. On top of our table. No, wait a second. Ace and boom.
Go! That's what I'm talking about. That's that big shit right there. Fuck yeah. Bust the table open. Reconnect to the face, Mike. Oh, you gotta fix your setting there. Oh, you're all messed up. Unplug it and blow on it.
Give me another fucking mic. Give me another mic. Am I good? Am I good?
How's that?
Okay, here we go. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, sorry that ace in the hole on the table as the Joker went to disassemble the other table. Folks, sorry it took me so long to get my mic back on. As that just rocketed all of us backwards here. As somehow Aquaman is still standing after all of that. But the Joker now conferring with the Penguin. Aquaman going after him, but the Penguin right there to run interference and say, no, back into the ring with you.
No.
That's right. And now, and an elbow from the Joker. As Aquaman is looking pretty down here, AB. And now another punch to the dick.
Wow. Send that message.
As the Joker might have, and another punch to the dick.
Come on, send that message. One more. Come on.
Well, and Aquaman breaking free of it. Breaking free of it. Can Aquaman do this to defend himself and get some revenge on the Joker who made his life a living hell and caused the dismantling of DC as a faction? Ironically, the man who started it is the man who tore it apart, and a big stingray splash there from Aquaman.
Thanks.
And a hip toss.
Thanks. There we go.
As this now, Aquaman, he is starting to rally some offense, a knee into the gut. As Aquaman is slowly getting his way, his land legs, so to speak, out from underneath him. And a nice rolling senton there. And wait a second. And now got a chair. Now he can't use the chair. There are disqualifications in this match. Aquaman can't use the chair. But Penguin trying to lure him. Wait a second. Whirlpool! Whirlpool right next to the chair. Just to prove that he didn't need it. The cover. 1, 2. Yes! Aquaman got him.
Boom, suck.
As Aquaman and Batman, the Justice Leaguers, have reunited.
Good job, good guys.
As Aquaman getting a little revenge on the man who nearly ruined CIW, and I honestly couldn't be happier to see Aquaman, who is a CIW original. I've had my issues with him, you've had your issues with him, but he's a CIW guy through and through. And he just gave a Joker a piece of his own medicine here tonight.
Good job, good guy.
And I know you cannot possibly feel any more enthusiastic. I understand. There's trauma attached to that. I don't blame you. But Aquaman, your winner. You can roll in the cash that we got from the table spot. Now it is main event time. The CIW Heavyweight Championship. Our champion, Bully Maguire, up against Sagat. These two faced each other in a matchup, non-title matchup, at Covenant, the main event of Covenant, where Sagat beat Symbiote Spider-Man up mercilessly for 15 minutes, and then deliberately got Aquaman, or got Symbiote Spider-Man, that is, counted out. And won this opportunity for the World's Championship as a result of that, because the stipulation was no members of the Forgotten Fighters could get involved in that matchup, otherwise Sagat could never challenge for the title while Spidey was champion. So Sagat took care of that business. He did it in the dickiest way possible, which is not surprising it wasn't surprising to any of us. But now he has got this opportunity, and he told me, AB, before this matchup, that he told the Forgotten Fighters he doesn't want them here for this. This is going to be a crowning of something he has deserved since he was taken out of the original 2014 10-man Battle Royal triple threat that would have crowned the first champion 11 years ago. That is a chip he's carried on his shoulder since, but he's got this man to beat. And can he do it without doing what he did? Bellini! 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 Folks, a tremendous ovation for the world's champion who has held this belt for over a year now. As Symbiote Spider-Man has certainly been an honorable champion. He has fought a number of title defenses, and he has earned all of the credit he has been for carrying CIW over troubled waters after the Joker left and proved that he was in fact better than the Joker, finally beat him. But psychologically, he has got a major, major grudge against Sagat for the way that that match ended at Covenant. And with his title on the line, it is going to be a hell of a contest here tonight. Who you got, AB, for the richest prize in CIW?
It's the B, it's the he, it's the Bellini.
Yeah, he absolutely is, but this may be his toughest challenge. But then again, Symbiote Spider-Man beat Kratos at one point, albeit there is a little asterisk to that, but at the same point, it is a victory that is worth touting nonetheless. And here we go. Title on the line, the leader of the Forgotten Fighters. We already saw Ken Masters win the Exceeds title earlier tonight, and a sweeping DDT from the champ to start it off for all the marbles here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And, AB, do you believe Sagat when he says that the Forgotten Fighters aren't getting involved in this matchup? We've already seen them interfere in 2 of the 3 matches that they've had in CIW on this 2-day event.
That is true. I mean, granted, we'd like them to respect our wishes and follow the rules, and if they don't, they go out the tank.
Well, and the question is this grudge that Sagat's been holding that important to him that he would call off his own hounds in order to feel like he got the job done the way that he felt he deserved? And it's true. He was assaulted by the Shades of Black in the bar. There was the first instance of an exploding pinball machine ever recounted in CIW back in 2014 that knocked Sagat out of the first ever CIW championship match between Satan and Ermac. That would have been a triple threat had that not occurred, and it's something that Sagat has clearly had weighing on him ever since.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he seems to be a man that's been thinking about that for a good chunk of long time.
Right now, well,
send that message.
And now he's got a whole legion of people underneath him, too. You know, it's like now he's got this big foundation that has got now the Exceeds Championship under his belt. We've seen Ulrich and Von Schrader have some great tag match wins. You know, it's scary how the level that the Forgotten Fighters can ascend to. But right now, Bully Maguire is taking the fight to Sagat.
Bully.
He is. We've seen, you know, he's not doing all of those big pulls. You know, remember he was trying to suplex Sagat so often, and now he's sticking to a much more grounded approach. Smart move by the champ.
Don't let them just beat his ass.
Well, no, and just as I say that, he tried to lift Sagat up into the top rope and couldn't do it.
What did I just say?
And that's what,
like me.
Well, and that's what hurts his chances against Sagat at Covenant. And if
you gotta lift with your Bellinis.
That's right. Well, absolutely. And that deadly Bellini, that could win the matchup for Spider-Man at any point. We've seen it a couple times. Nice leg whip there.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, a nice leg lasso. The educated feet of Symbiote Spider-Man is a hell of a champion, and what a clothesline.
Damn.
Now a cover from the clothesline. 1, 2, and only 2. Symbiote Spider-Man kicks out. The title stays in Bellini's hands.
All right.
This is your main event of Doomsday, folks. We got a lot coming up over the summer, too. We've got the Brawlbarbecue. We've got Stand on Business, the 300 subscriber special. We've got the Midsummer Showdown and matches all in between. So stick to what is coming up. We are always moving forward, but we have got a huge main event here tonight between these two and trying for a body slam again. And Bully McGuire is not going to the gym enough, and a big boot.
Oh, stop trying to lift him, man.
And now, and the arrogance. And this is what we saw in the first matchup between these two. The cockiness from Sagat. He is going to do this, and he is going to be a dick every step of the way.
Oh, man. Just make or break him.
Right now, Bellini! Bellini! I don't know, come on, Bully! Come on, Bully! Cover him! Cover him, Spider-Man!
Amazing.
And maybe he feels like it's not enough. And he might be right about that, knowing Sagat's stamina.
Oh, my God.
But, man, he really should have gone for a cover there. And Sagat immediately going right on top of him for some ground and pound.
Damn.
Oh, God, and now a stretch muffler. Just extending that big leg. Now making sure that Bully McGuire's never able to use that knee ever again.
Oh, no.
And now it's now a full Nelson bomb. Sagat just unhinged. And now oh God, and a cover here. Can we have a new champ? 1, 2, and only 2. Bully kicks out again.
Oh dear Lord.
As this match, this Bully McGuire, the longer this match goes, I think the more it actually ultimately ends up favoring Sagat. But now we're going to try again for another back suplex because all these power moves are not working. And Bully's really going to need to figure out another strategy if he's going to want to take down the behemoth that is the man that we know as Sagat.
Take out his legs, his pesky, puny little legs.
Absolutely, of course, that big squeeze, the Sagat spike. And now that went for a clothesline, and Sagat is just so damn powerful. Constitution 19, man. He just can take so much punishment and vaulting him into the corner.
Damn.
As Spider-Man ricocheted with serious impact from that turnbuckle. As the champion is in trouble, AB. The champion is in serious trouble here tonight.
Come on.
Now oh God, a punch just out of the ring. Spider-Man just sprawled out.
Oh man. These tables brought to you by Table Co. where you can get a table for way too much money.
Well, we also thank the ring crew for reassembling the table while these guys were coming out. We appreciate that. Now look at this. And now just what a delayed power slam. But wanted to show he could press Spider-Man first.
Wow.
What a sickening display here from Sagat. As he's just completely taken advantage. You can hear a hush has come over the crowd here tonight at Doomsday. And a kick to the balls.
No, it's about sending a message.
Well, and Sagat always sends that message. It's the only message he ever sends. But he is so confident. He said, all I've ever needed was one shot. One shot at the world title, and I would prove that I would be the best. That's all I needed was one shot. This is Sagat's first World Heavyweight Championship match ever in CIW.
Oh, wow.
And so he basically said, I've called my shot since day one, and now it comes to fruition. Went for another over-the-top suplex, and Sagat just too big for Spider-Man.
Wow.
And now, what a DDT, and there we go. There we go. Spider-Man trying to get a DDT. That's what he should be doing more of. It was a DDT that pinned Kratos.
Look at the techies.
Yeah, DDTs and Bellinis has got to be really the sound strategy of Bully McGuire if he's going to want to come out of this with this championship reign intact.
The magic juice.
And a nice arm drag while he's trying to get there. And now a sweep of the leg. A smart move, eliminate that vertical base. And now a hip toss. There we go.
Whoa,
Bully McGuire starting to come up a little bit. This is what we've seen in our champ on any number of occasions. You can never count Bellini out. And there it is! Bellini again! Come on, Bully! Come on, Bully! Cover him! Cover him! All you gotta do is cover him, Spidey! You've got him!
Drag him out.
He's dragging him to the center. Come on! Come on, cover him, Spidey! And Sagat gets up before he's able to go for the cover.
Oh, Lord. Come on, Spidey.
God, and that...
please, and beat us in the knees.
Was that the last shot of Bellini? And now, oh, what a spear into the gut. As now...
Come on.
Symbiote Spider-Man, he is... Oh,
that was a big old boot.
Spider-Man went for a cut, went off the ropes, and a Sagat spike, the big squee, off the ropes into a big boot, and a one big squee. And oh, wait a second, Bully got right back up from it. He got right back up from it. As we are nearing the very end of this matchup, you can feel it, ladies and gentlemen. One more move could do it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
What a spine buster.
Wow.
As Bully was getting some momentum back, a spine buster stopped everything in its tracks. And a low blow. As Bully Maguire may have used his last ounce of strength here in this matchup. And another low blow. Come on. Another low blow. And oh no! I think Sagat went for a big squee. It was countered, and then Bellini was decapitated.
Good God, Spidey.
God, and now, oh, wait a second. He might not have been, but now he might just be another big squee to the champ. Folks, the title reign of Bellini may have come to an end here tonight. Have the Forgotten Fighters gained full power to cover 1, 2, 3. We have a new world's champion, ladies and gentlemen. Sagat said it. He called his shot. He said all he needs is one. And now the Forgotten Fighters have 2 belts. And Sagat, of all the people, Sagat is our world's champion. Your thoughts, AB?
Well, he owes us 5,000, and here's the gray eye patch for you. Gray eye patch for me.
Well, and I don't even want to wear this, because what does this mean for the future of CIW? The Forgotten Fighters are now on top of the mountain. We will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen.